guys. Okay, we're gonna do a little science experiment, okay? You ready? But first, I want to go over a few things with you, okay? We're gonna talk about 2 vocabulary words that go with this science experiment, okay? The first word is friction. Can you say friction?
Friction.
Friction. What do you think friction means when we're talking about science?
Because
What do you think? What do you think friction means?
you have to learn more about it.
Learn more about it? Okay, well, friction is the surface of one object coming in contact with another object, with another surface, okay?
Wait,
So let me show you something, okay? All right, so we're gonna have one object and it's gonna make contact to the surface of another object, okay? All right, that's what friction is. Now our other vocab word is motion. Do you know what motion is?
It means
What you need?
It means how you. Is it how you act?
How you act? Okay, what you think motion
How
is?
it moves.
How it moves. Oh, that's a good one. So motion is when an object moves from one place to another. Okay? So I got a little experiment we're going to do. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay, but I want to ask you a question first. Do you think, this is a marble. Y'all all know what a marble is?
Yep, I'm reading it right now.
Yeah.
It's the quest.
Yeah. So this marble, we're going to roll it down this little ramp onto this paper. You want to feel this paper? It's kind of like fuzzy, right?
Wait, is
feel
it
it?
actually paper?
Well, it's called felt. Felt. So it's kind of thick, right? All right. So let's look. Hold on, we're going to talk about that in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to roll this marble down this little ramp. What do you think the marble's going to do?
It's gonna roll down right here.
Do you think it's going to stop or do you think it's going to roll on?
It's gonna roll on.
You think it's going to keep rolling or do you think the felt's going to stop the marble?
Stop it.
You think it's going to stop it?
Yeah.
Okay, because this is kind of thick, right? And a little bit kind of gritty. So let's see if my marble stops. Are you ready? Let's check. Oh, might help if I put it on the thing.
Oh, it rolled off.
There, did it stop?
Stop.
It stopped. Yep, it stopped, didn't it? Okay, so now question. We're going to change it to some bubble wrap. Do you know what bubble wrap is?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to touch it? You can pop one. Ain't it fun? It's kind of texture. Is this a different kind of texture? Yeah. All right, don't pop off.
I did it before.
All right, so we're gonna move. Are you ready? We're gonna move my felt, and then we're gonna use bubble wrap.
It's gonna
Now,
make noise.
Question
It's
is
going to roll.
this?
I know it's gonna stop.
All right,
Because
but
it's
listen.
so
Is this texture different than this texture?
Yeah.
How?
But it's bumpy.
This one's bumpy, right? And kind of rough.
Oh
a
yeah,
little
it's
bit.
gonna stop it.
But
It's
what's
gonna
this
stop
one?
It.
What's this?
It's fuzzy.
It's kind of fuzzy. All right, quit popping my bubble wrap.
It's
All right.
I know it's gonna stop and put the cracks.
Do you think it's gonna stop with my marble?
Yes, I put the cracks.
By the cracks. Let's look. Are you ready? Let's see.
Wait, so what? Yeah.
Oh, did it stop?
Yeah.
It did.
Was it in the crack right here?
It did. It stopped in the cracks. Good job. All right. So now, question. Are you ready? Oh, I'm going to use one more paper. Are you ready? Oh my goodness.
Oh, you can
Let's
use
just take a random sheet of paper.
paper.
Let me see if I Miss Katie can find just a random sheet of paper.
Oh, those.
I know. Just one of these sheets.
I know it's gonna roll.
Ah, why?
Because it's flat. It's flat.
Ah, because it's very flat. Is
Doesn't
there
roll down.
is there anything to stop my marble?
No.
No.
But if this was bumpy, it would stop right here.
Okay, so let's look. Are you ready? Come on, you might have to be ready to catch it.
Are you okay?
Let's see if it stops. Oh, it did not stop, did it?
But if there was a bump.
But if there was a bump, it would stop it. So
yeah, it would
my-
make it go backwards.
that's right. So question, are you ready?
Like this.
What are some surfaces that you see in this room that are smooth?
The table.
The table, the paper. What about this magnetic towel? Is it smooth?
Yeah, but this isn't.
Oh, but we're going to talk about that one in a minute.
That's
What
funny.
else is smooth?
The counters right
The
there.
countertops are smooth.
The top of the door right there.
The walls are
The top
smooth.
of the TV and the TV.
Okay.
The
So now
wall.
question.
That's smooth. That's smooth.
So if this is smooth, what's this?
Bumpy.
Bumpy or rough, right? Because it's rough, right?
Yeah,
So what are some things that you can think of that's rough?
If you grab it hard, like it's kind of
Yeah.
holding.
So what
If
are
you grab it
what are some things that are rough?
That.
Well, yes, this, but what else?
This.
What are some other things that are rough? that are bumpy.
They're
Yeah.
bumpy?
What about a road? Is a road sometimes bumpy?
Yeah, this.
Yeah,
is
that's bumpy. Yep. Good job. Okay, so let's look.
Oh, the paper. But
Yep.
if you bend the paper, it will be kind of bumpy.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so look, we're gonna look at some examples of friction. So we said, remember what we said friction was? It was when one object comes in contact to the surface of another. So let's talk about some examples of friction. Let's talk about skating. Does skating involve you touching something else with another object? You have skates on, and so what are you touching? Your skates touching what? The ground, right? It's coming in contact with another object. What about walking on the road? What does your feet touch?
The road.
The road is coming in contact with another object, right? Okay, what about this? Are you ready? You do this every
Or
day.
the grass.
What about when you're writing on your paper?
What about when you're brushing
What
your
if-
teeth?
Yep, when you're brushing your
When
teeth.
you're eating
So-
something like an M&M or
Yep. All right, so now let's look at some examples of motion. Do you remember this? When an object moves from one place to another. So let's look at some examples of motion. So what are some examples? What about riding your bike? Do you go from one area to another area with your bike? Yep. What about swimming?
Swimming like this.
Swimming. So what's another thing that you go from one area to another?
Walking.
Walking,
Walking,
running, jogging. Yep. So good job. So now guess what 2 words you learned about today? What did you learn about?
Going to recess.
What was the F word? The
Friction.
friction. And we also learned about what?
Motion.
Motion. And we also learned about rough surfaces and smooth surfaces, right? Good
And
job.
we also learned about marbles.